The gate looked far too pompous for what it was. In fact, gates in general seem to do that, but this one especially so. Red bricks, black wrought iron, and grey plaster assembled into a whole that didn't feel welcoming at all. I wondered if it looked like what a gate for a school should look like, but I couldn't really decide. Probably not. Of course, I didn't want to get stuck on thinking about the gate for too long, so I entered through it with a brisk pace that felt surprisingly good. Moving forward feels good. So I walked towards the main building of Yamaku Academy with this brisk pace. I'm alone, as my parents are taking my stuff to the dorms, and there's supposed to be someone waiting for me. The grounds are incredibly lush, filled with green. It doesn't feel like the kind of grounds a school would have, more like a park with clean walkways going past trees, the smell of fresh-cut grass, and all other park-like things. Words like clean and hygienic pop into my mind. It makes me shudder. I shake them off. Stay open-minded now. It's your new life. You have to take it as it comes. That's what I tell myself. It's an uncanny valley. Even though I was told this minuscule, in the back of my head it doesn't feel like one. I wonder if the feeling is real or caused by my expectations of a school for the disabled. Speaking of that, I don't see anyone else here. It's kind of eerie. Makes me wish there was somebody here that I could anchor myself to something tangible instead of having this feeling that I stepped into another dimension. The trees hum with the wind and green hues flashing all around me catch my attention. Makes me think about hospitals again, how they say the operating room is painted green because green is a common color. So why am I feeling so anxious despite all this greenery? Dot dot dot. Only after I stand in front of the something building, I surprise myself by realizing why the gate bothered me. It was the last chance I had to turn back, even if I had no life I could return to. But still, after entering, there was absolutely no way I could go back anymore. Feeling nervous, and with this realization set in my head, I open the front door. A tall man with bad posture notices me as I enter. We're the only people in the lobby, so it's only logical. You must be Niki? Nakai. So you are. Excellent. My name is Tallman, apparently. I am your homeroom and science teacher. I lied. My name is Mutul. Welcome. We exchange a handshake that is neither firm nor sloppy as he looks at his watch. The head nurse asks for a brief check-in visit, but there's no time for that now. Oh, should I go later? Yes, afternoon's probably fine. We should get going and introduce you to the rest of the class. They're already waiting. Waiting for me? I don't really like being the center of attention, but I guess it's inevitable in a situation like this. Somehow not knowing what is waiting for me makes me feel really nervous. Thinking of this, I almost miss what the teacher is saying. Do you want to introduce yourself to the class? We're gonna be very outgoing, apparently. Yeah, sure. I mean, isn't that normal? Oh, damn it. Oh, I like going against people's personalities. It's fantastic. You are now my property. Okay. Of course, but not everyone likes to be the center of attention. I'm probably one of those people, but I guess I should be the one to give the first impression of myself. Yeah, justify it to yourself. Try to figure out why you made that stupid decision. Right, but it's no problem. Yeah, I'd probably just sit there if I were you, but let's go then. My heart is pounding in my chest, and I'm gonna die, but it keeps me thinking about my condition as I follow the teacher up the stairs. The third door down the third floor, the third door down the third floor corridor is marked as the classroom for class 3-3. Rito opens the door and enters. Can you introduce me for me? I'm sorry. Good morning, everyone. Sorry I'm late. I hesitate for a split second at the door, freezing at the spot. Get a grip. This is a big step. I know that. But there isn't any point to worrying so much about it, at least not this soon. Everybody's so happy. I lied. This person's really not happy. I followed the teacher into the classroom and get a look around, partially so I wouldn't have to meet the curious gazes of my new classmates. They all look so interesting. I'm really entertained. Fantastic. It's pretty spacious. The ceiling is unusually high and there's lots of space left over around and in between the desks. The entire wall taken up by blackboard and the high old-fashioned windows only make it seem larger. The students' desks are just standard wooden desks with a shelf underneath for books and wooden chairs with metal frames. Simple and efficient. Why am I judging the classroom? Okay. I stopped walking in front of the classroom and faced the other students. They all look like normal. What? Like students in any other school. But then, why would they be here? Would you like me to dissect your classroom for you? I've decided not to dissect your classroom for you. Congratulations. They're probably like me and have something wrong with them, only it's just not immediately obvious. Then I noticed one of the girls seems to be missing the thumb on her right hand. It's a little jarring. That's the one thing you notice. Okay. Why not? Despite the natural tendency to listen when someone's talking to you, I tune out the teacher's speech halfway through while he introduces me to the class. I notice a flash of dark hair and see that someone is looking at me. A girl with really long, straight hair that is pretty eye-catching. As she sees me looking back at her, she covers her face with her hands as if it would make her invisible. I saw that girl! But she's not here right now, she's on the other side, but okay. There's a boy with a cane leaning at the lockers at the rear of the class. It's weird seeing someone so young with a cane. You're young with a cane. Shut up. Another girl seems to be making some weird hand motions. Sign language? She peers at me over the rim of her glasses, then goes back to whatever she's doing. She's kind of cute. So is the cheery-looking girl with pink hair sitting next to her. She's really hard to miss. I don't know how I didn't notice her the moment I walked in. Oh dear. Please welcome our newest classmate. He clapped his hand, and so does everyone else, except one girl on the first row, who only had one hand. I cringe a little, but hide it by bowing in thanks for this applause I did not deserve. A collective silence tells me that I should open my mouth now. So, I'm Hisan Lakai. I made him. Sorry, okay, I'm done. And after that, my hobbies are reading and soccer. Okay. I hope to get along well with everyone, even though I'm a new student. And after that, I'm being so boring. This is exactly like every self-introduction ever. I should say something more exciting. Don't tell him about your heart thing, by the way. I ended up saying nothing, and the teacher picks up from there. Everyone seems to be satisfied, even with what little I said, though. A few girls are whispering to each other, throwing glances at me. It could have gone worse. ... I listen to the teacher as he drones about getting along while letting my gaze sweep across the classroom. Everyone seems to be listening to him intently. When he's done, they clap their hands again, which feels like a weird thing to do. The first row girl claps on this round with her one hand against her other wrist and ends in a bandaged stump. It makes me feel a little bad. We're going to be doing some group work today, so that'll give you a chance to talk with everyone. Is that okay with you? No, I hate people. Yes, it's fine with me. That's good. You can work with Hakamichi. She's the class representative. Perfect. She's going to be like a really bubbly girl. She can explain everything you might want to know. And who else will be able to do that better, right? Either a really happy girl or someone who's like tsundere, or whatever you call it in English. How could I know? The teacher passes out the day's assignments and announces that we will be working in groups of 3. It hits me that I don't know who Hakamichi is. Slow. The teacher seems to catch my helpless expression. Oh, right. Hakamichi is there. She's near Hakamichi. I knew it. Did I not know it? Did I not tell you? I called this, my friend. Called it. As he calls out her name, the cute, bubbly-looking girl with bright pink hair and gold eyes waves her hand at me. I take a seat next to her by the window. Hey, I guess you're Hakamichi, right? It's nice to meet you. Bitch.